Nick, first, Happy New Year. Great to see you. But man, what a way to kick off the new year because you folks made a big announcement that has something to do with you. And it is something that is so prestigious, only a small percentage of the Canadian population has ever had this happen to them. And like I said, what a way to kick off the new year, man. What club are you being invited to?
Thank you so much, Rudy. The Order of Ontario, and it's a real privilege and honor for me to have been invited to be part of that order. It's just an incredible accolade, and for me, we've received accolades within our industry before for our restaurants, but this is a personal one, and it's not in our hospitality industry, but it's just a general one in terms of a character in Ontario and for the things we've done or I've done. So I'm pretty humbled and excited about it.
That's the thing I want people to understand. Yes, we know about the entertainment. We know about the restaurants. We know about what you guys did for Castle Loma. And I will say 1,000 times, thank you for that because I remember before you guys got to it, what was going on there. So happy that you guys took over. It really is about the contributions that you guys have given, not just to Ontario, but to Canada. Was that always your vision when you first started getting into this industry the way you have in making positive changes um, and outlook in what Canada can be and Canadians can showcase?
Well, Rudy, obviously coming into the hospitality industry, it's always about giving back because we give back to the community. We always serve and provide a great atmosphere, a great food, and so on. My ambition has always been to provide stellar atmosphere and hospitality and be welcoming. But one thing in the later part of my career has been, how great Canadians are here in Toronto and Ontario, how great we are with respect to the rest of the world, and really trying to put us on that world stage. And so when we acquired a place like Casa Loma or Liberty Grand or even Danico, which are all in historic properties, we've always wanted to say, how do we showcase these historic properties? How do we make them greater? And how do we make Toronto and Ontario greater by doing so?
I've known you for years, and I have to say thank you for not just all the invites for your events and stuff, but also I remember too when I needed places to host my show back in the day on the mic with Rudy Blair, and I needed a spot. You were always like, "Yeah, you can come down here," and no charge, no nothing. So that always helped me, and I always say thank you for that. But when did this really all begin for you? Because we've never talked about this. Of all the times I've known you, we've never talked about when did this all start for you, and really why?
Well, it all started, when I decided from moving from engineering into the hospitality business, and it was because I believe that you have to be happy in what you do to be really successful at it. And my calling was a hospitality business. My calling was about creating some great things and great moments, and it's also about being a proud Italian. And for that, I was knighted in Italy for my contribution to Italian culture. And then, continuing to be a proud Canadian. And as a result of being a proud Canadian and doing things for Canada, Ontario, I've been called to the Order of Ontario.
And like I said, it is such a prestigious honor that you absolutely deserve. Do you remember what was the first establishment that you opened? Do you remember that?
Of course, PM Toronto next to Maple Leaf Gardens.
I didn't realize that. Oh my goodness.
You know, and very early on, we're a restaurant, one of the first bars in the country. And very quickly, we had to learn how to work with celebrities. Wendell Clark or Doug Gilmore were great customers, great friends of mine. We opened up a separate area just for them, private VIP area. And with the opening of Blue Bovine, I've come full circle because now I'm next to Scotiabank Arena. Mitch Marner's a partner, and so that whole thing. When I started with the Leafs, I'm still involved with the Leafs, and it's over 30 years later. So it's come full circle for me, and this honor just caps everything off.
I just got shivers when you said PM Toronto. Oh my goodness, iconic. And what a great place to go hang out and have fun. You've grown over the years. I mean, we can talk about Liberty Entertainment and everything that's gone on there, but you're doing a lot of other things because you're on boards that has to do with Canadian entertainment. You're helping out with so many other establishments. What else is going on in your life these days, man? Because you're a very, very busy man.
Well, with respect to boards, I'm the chair of Canada's Walk of Fame, and again, I've been involved with that because I'm a proud Canadian. And what Canadians don't do really well is talk about themselves and tell everybody how great they are. So, Canada's Walk of Fame is one of those venues that you can actually say we're proud to be Canadian, and here's the great Canadians we have. So, inducting great Canadians into Canada's Walk of Fame. And it's not just sports celebrities or movie celebrities. We induct doctors, entrepreneurs, scientists, those kind of people who inspire other Canadians, but also, put Canada on the world map. And we are a great country. And my role as Canada's Walk of Fame chair is to continue to applaud great Canadians, to continue to showcase how Canada is one of the greatest cities and I'm sorry, countries in the world, and really showcase those great Canadians. And so I'm very proud of being able to do that.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. When is the ceremony going to happen?
The ceremony this year is in June, coming up, June 2025. We have a list of inductees coming up, which I'm sure you'll be very proud of. But what we've done in the past couple of years is try to mean more to more Canadians more often as Canada's Walk of Fame. So now when we induct somebody in Canada's Walk of Fame, you don't get a star only in Toronto, you get one in your hometown, which is a great opportunity. So people who come from, whether it's Vancouver, Calgary, or a small town, we honor them in their town. We also created a few other series that help sponsor and inspire Canadians. So we have the Sunset Concert Series at Casa Loma. What happens there is every Tuesday we bring in aspiring Canadian artists, give them a platform to play with and play with other Canadian artists who already achieved greatness. And so it's a great opportunity. We do that for 12 weeks. We've done another event, the Chairs Dinner during TIFF, where we celebrate a Canadian that's in TIFF or has a movie in TIFF. So those kind of things that are going on with Canada's Walk of Fame, no longer an annual gala where we induct people, but we want to mean something to people regularly all year round.
Fantastic. As we wrap this up, when are you getting your honor, sir? When is that going to happen?
The Order of Ontario is going to be in June this year. So I think that's when we're going to be officially inducted at Queen's Park, and there will be a dinner with that.
Fantastic. And before we go, what wise words would you have for folks out there who are trying to follow their dreams, especially the last couple of years, man? It's been tough. People are going into, as we speak, going into 2025, hoping to have, new eyes and new hope out there. You have achieved your goals and you're still going after more goals. What advice can you give those folks out there?
Well, first thing is love what you do. It's if you love what you do, it's not work, and if it's not work, then you'll do it twice as long, twice as hard, and try to be successful at it. So I think it's important that you really love what you do to be the top in your field. The other thing is continue to be a proud Canadian. This is our homeland. This is where should we become famous or should we become successful or should we become one of the greatest doctors in the world, remember your roots, remember Canada, and make Canada proud as Canada has made you proud. And so I think that's really important. And there's something going on right now. One of my partners, Kevin O'Leary at Blue Bovine, is currently working with Donald Trump. And there's a misnomer that Kevin is trying to sell Canada and make it the 51st state. Actually, he's one of the smartest businessmen around and a true Canadian, because what he's doing is saying, how do we make it a win-win? We don't give up our sovereignty, but we create something like the European Union, so a North American Union, where we have no border between Canada and the United States, and we can share our resources and our businesses without tariffs whatsoever, and we can protect our borders broader borders, the north, the east, and west, as opposed to a border between Canada and the United States. So, a proud Canadian who's looking after Canada in a tough time. And, that's the message we're trying to bring to Trump. We don't want to become a state because we want our sovereignty. We're proud of who we are. We're going to continue to be Canadian, but let's work together and stay together and become the strongest union in the world.
And it's people like you who help make this country so great, my friend. Congratulations on this honor. Looking forward to everything that's going to be happening with you in 2025 and with Liberty Entertainment. And I know I'll be running into you at one of your great events or restaurant openings, or which I love when you bring in chefs to your restaurants. That I absolutely love. But I always got big love for you and big respect, man. Congratulations on everything you're
We'll
doing.
see you at Rock Symphony starting January 19th. You'll love that one there, and I'm hoping to see you there, Rudy.